Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. I'm Adam Okola. Manchester United have beaten LA Galaxy 5-2 in the first preseason game of the summer. Somehow, I'm still awake. Thankfully, it was Manchester United who kept me awake with lots and lots and lots of goals. And the goals started very, very early with Marcus Rashford tucking one in the bottom corner. After about 2 minutes, it was a Jesse Lingard tackle slash pass. Marcus Rashford saying he's not giving him the assist. It was definitely a tackle from Jesse Lingard straight to Marcus Rashford, who just tucked it in the corner. It was a beautiful finish, and it's great to see a player that has put so much work in this summer, put in some very, very hard work this summer, paying off, his hard work paying off with a goal early on in pre-season, and he followed that up with another goal with his next shot, and with his third shot he could have had a hat-trick, but the third goal belonged to Marouane Fellaini. Yeah, the third goal came from Marouane Fellaini after a very good bit of play. Ander Herrera found Jesse Lingard with a beautifully weighted pass. Jesse Lingard got to the byline, tucked it back, and it was Marouane Fellaini who smashed it in to make it 3-0. So it was 3-0 early on for Manchester United, and very, very comfortable, and that's the way it ended at half-time. But in that first half, we started with Smalling and Jones at centre-half, with Daley Blind, Valencia and Jesse Lingard as the wing-backs, Fellaini, Herrera, Carrick in the midfield, with Mata just behind Marcus Rashford up top. Marcus Rashford was excellent. He was very, very busy up top, working the wide areas, working the defence. He was worrying them all the time. The only thing he got wrong all day was that opportunity when he got clear on goal. He was through on goal, had the keeper to beat, and he hit it straight at the goalkeeper. It was a decent save, but Marcus Rashford would have expected to score from there. And then apart from that, Michael Carrick was neat and tidy from the centre of midfield. He got the ball forward well. Mata controlled the middle of the park, and he was mint for Manchester United. Lingard was very, very busy as well. And in the second half, we've seen a complete change of 11. We saw Joel Pereira come in, Timothy Fosu-Mensah come in on the right, Matteo Darmian on the left, Lindelof, Bailey at the heart of the defence. We had Pogba come in, who was excellent. Andreas Pereira, who played very, very deep as well. Romelu Lukaku started up top. We had Anthony Martial there, and Mkhitaryan, who remember that picture that apparently leaked of him with looking rather with a pot belly. He was looking trim and he was looking quick today as well. Lindelof was really good, as one of the comments just said as well, and he could have had a goal. Unfortunately, he hit it just over the bar. The goals in the second half came from Mkhitaryan and Anthony Martial with a neat finish too. Romelu Lukaku should have scored. He should have scored the opening goal in the second half. The keeper made a mistake, kicked the ball out, came to Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba could have took it on and scored himself, but he laid it off to Romelu Lukaku. I thought Romelu Lukaku was offside. He wasn't. He was onside, and he missed the chance. The ball was very central. He couldn't shape his body. He had the defender coming behind him, but let's be honest, he should have scored that goal, that opportunity, and got a goal for himself on his debut. He didn't though. He did, but there was one point where the centre-half absolutely bounced off him, and he must be feeling it right now. But it was a good game for Manchester United today. Martial looked very bright. Who came on again? Demi Mitchell came on for Timothy Fosu-Mensah as well. Hopefully that was just something that was prepared and something that was planned, and it wasn't an injury. But apart from that, I thought it was a good day out for Manchester United. Axel Tuanzebe looked good too. Romelu Lukaku, the things that he did have to do, there was a few times when the ball bounced off him, but there was a few times as well where he linked up well with those players around him. Matteo Darmian looked good. So it was a productive pre-season game. But let's be honest, the opposition wasn't great. Man United LA says, how was the game for me having stayed up early for it? The game was decent. I mean, it was all right, man. It was good to get some goals. 7 goals last time we played LA Galaxy in 2014. We scored 7 goals. This time, though, Obviously, LA Galaxy got 2 goals. The 2 goals coming when United, I think, were 5-0 up, and Giovanni Dos Santos got 2. One of them was a fantastic finish. One of them wasn't. Was a deflection, I think it was. But we got the victory in the end, 5-2. The results don't really matter. It matters. What matters is the performance from the players on the day, and obviously the preparation that they get in and the fitness that they're building up. And I thought it ticked all the boxes there today. It was a confidence booster in terms of the amount of goals that we got. There was a few things that I found really funny about this game. Obviously, the national anthem before the game. Why? The fireworks before the game. Why? But then besides all of that, I know they have the national anthem at pretty much every American event. So besides all of that, the most stupid thing today had to be when LA Galaxy scored to go 5-1, 5-2, they let off confetti and they had a whole fanfare. Now I know United don't come to town too often, but are you fucking serious? You're having a fanfare over getting a second goal in a 5-2 drubbing? You're taking the piss. Mustafa says Andreas Pereira was brilliant. Brandon says Andreas Pereira was fantastic from deep. He played there in a similar position for United in the preseason game against Wigan last summer. Very deep, and I like the look of him there. Could it be an option for us if we don't sign someone like Fabinho or Matic? Obviously, he's a very young player, but he's had that season out in La Liga. So could that be an option for Jose Mourinho? But it remains to be seen who he signed this summer. Obviously, he says he wants 1 or 2 more players. If you're looking at one of them being Ivan Perisic, then if we don't sign another one, opportunities will come to Andreas Pereira, Timothy Fosu-Mensah and the like. I want to see Fosu-Mensah at central midfield more. Look, I know he can play that right back role, a right wing back role, but I want to see him in a more natural position a little bit more. We don't get to see him there too often, which is really frustrating. But yeah, good day out for Manchester United today. A 5-2 victory that obviously we deserved. LA Galaxy didn't do much. And we got goals as well. Anthony Martial getting goal. I thought it was a nice goal. Marcus Rashford getting 2 goals. And Fellaini got one. Mkhitaryan got one. So it was all good. A few great passes and a few great moments. I'm reading someone say that Jose Mourinho has ridiculed Martial for being greedy apparently. Fuck's sake. He's always got something to moan about with Anthony Martial, hasn't he? Give the kid a break. He scored a goal today. We were playing LA Galaxy 5-0 up. How do you expect the players to play? For God's sake. Max Kelly says quality performance by the boys. Vinod says excuses for Fosu. I haven't made any excuses for Fosu-Mensah, you knobhead. What excuse have I made for Fosu-Mensah? I said I'd like to see him in the centre more. How is that an excuse? Excuse for what? His assist for Anthony Martial. You on about that? That's what I thought. People saying we wasted 75 mil. Who said this, Porum? Who said this? They're absolute morons. They said the same thing about Paul Pogba last season. Don't you worry. Van City says, do you think we should send Fosu-Mensah out on loan? If Jose Mourinho isn't going to play Fosu-Mensah this season, then we do need to send him out on loan. Raza said Martial looked good. He looked really sharp. First half was better. We won the first half 3-0. We drew the second half 2-2. So I suppose it was better. But I enjoyed watching the second half a little bit more, to be honest. Gotta love Timbos, who's played that 90%. What do you think of the Bailey-Lindelof partnership? Somebody asked. The name moved really quickly before I could read it out. I thought he showed potential, but obviously we're playing a side like LA Galaxy. But even then, Giovanni Dos Santos turned Lindelof quite easily, and their second goal came from a set piece. So there's things for us to work on, but it's our first game with them together, so you know we need to all relax a little bit. It was the first game of pre-season. Not everybody's like Marcus Rashford and keeps himself fully fit during the summer. Marcus Rashford was he was buzzing all over the place today. It was absolute mint. Raf thought that Darmian was looking good. What formation were we playing? We played 3-5-2. Looking forward to maybe coming to Texas as Drew's. Fingers crossed, mate. Lindelof was crap for me, says Abdullah. Fucking hell. How tired are you? I'm very tired, mate, but we're still plugging away. After this, I'm going live on Facebook for Full Time Devils, live on Instagram, and then live on Adam McCullough as well, youtube.com/Adam McCullough. So I'm going to keep plugging away here till about 6 o'clock. So don't you worry about that. I've got the coffee on board and we'll keep going. But guys, it's been a great YouTube live stream. Now we will be covering the rest of the pre-season games as well. Even if we can't get out to the match, we will be covering it. I'm covering the Real Salt Lake City game for Expect More Madness that we've had today. And I told you guys, I predicted the starting 11 in the second half. I know it's not that easy, but McTominay, Dimitri Mitchell both could have started. A few others could have started maybe. We may not have made 11 changes, and I clocked it that United would start that 11. So, you know what? I think that means we're going to win the quadruple this season. I'm joking. Yes, the Real Salt Lake City is the same time kickoff. It's a 3 a.m. kickoff. So make sure you check that out. We'll be covering it all anyway. I'm going to head over to Facebook now. See you soon.